Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of our friends everywhere around the world. Thank you for being here and for being a part of our soul family. We have this wonderful thing called group consciousness. Okay, what is group consciousness? Group consciousness is when a certain amount of people think the same or have similar belief, right? And it's said that group consciousness is something that can like override almost everything. Anything. It can override astrology. It can override just about almost anything. There's actually a really, really, really great example of this in the Bible about the story of the Tower of Babel. If you don't know about it, look it up. Anyway, what's so cool about that is that when people come together for the purpose of co-creating, okay, and setting their intentions on something, huge things can happen. It's one of the greatest reasons that we come here every day at 7:45, 8:45, wherever you are, at the same time together to meditate, to create a change, to create a shift in consciousness, a shift in the world, right? Okay, so I want to speak about a very, very big group consciousness that all of us are going to be affected by in the next 72 hours, and that is New Year's Eve. Okay? It is such a phenomenon, right? Because you have to understand something. It does not make sense according to astrology. According to astrology or any of those other reasons, the energy does not exist that is necessarily a time where you should be setting your intentions for the new year, creating new systems, and letting go of the old and this and that. All those things that we do on New Year's resolutions. All of those things are not actually, believe it or not, recommended astrologically, right? However, group consciousness actually trumps all of the astrology. So if everybody is doing it and the wave is there, then it also provides an incredible opportunity for all of us to ride that same wave. Okay. Now, remember, you want to ride positive waves of group consciousness, right? We also see we see group consciousness form in other different ways when political movements start and this and that. That's group consciousness. So anyway, but we're speaking today about the group consciousness of New Year's Eve. So everybody's riding this wave, right, of launching into 2026, and everybody's saying, "Hey, you know what? We got to create these resolutions," which I hate that word, but we set our intentions. Our year is going to be like this. We create our manifestations, boom, 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 boom. And it's that energy of the group consciousness that pushes us forward. Okay. So let's take advantage of the group consciousness because this is a really, really good one to ride. Right. And I want to make something very, very clear. There is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful motto, a phrase. It says, um, energy flows where attention goes. Okay. So, in the next few days, I want us all to set our intentions that we are really, really, really funneling our heart, our love, our passion, the things we are incredibly emotionally driven by in a positive way, in the direction of that which we want to see actualized in our life. Okay. Especially for the next few days with this group consciousness. Where are you going? What are you doing with your amazing energy? How are you setting your incredible world of, how are you setting this world lit by your magical energy? And what is so incredibly special and unique about you that's never ever been seen or never ever been done or never ever been acknowledged before? Because guess what? That's why you're here. Each and every one of us has this beautiful, unique, amazing, incredible light. And without the world would not be the same place. And so we need to make sure that we acknowledge how powerful, how amazing, how beautiful, how incredible, how talented you are, because the world requires that energy. The world requires you, and it requires you at your best. We love you even at your worst. Don't get us wrong, but we require you at your best to make a great shift. And so, over the course of the next few days, one of the things that I've been thinking about is what if we just focus on all of those incredible incredible traits that we have, that we be, that we can share with the world. Just your incredible traits, right? Only focus on those things. I know, because you'll want to say, oh, but this time of the year I feel so fat and I feel so ugly and oh my God, I'm getting older and no, 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 no. You're going to start to think about those things. Put those things aside. Just focus on what is incredible about you. Make your I am an incredible list. And I'll just hold on to that energy. Allow those energies to actually infuse your intentions or your resolutions, if you want, for the year ahead. Okay. That being said, we're going to take a small break from the daily download for the next few days. I'm going to a tiny little town here in Mexico, Pueblo Mágico, an ancient Toltec town, which I'm very excited to feel the energy there. And I'm not really sure how great the internet is going to be. Okay. So I'll be back on Friday. So the daily download will resume on Friday. So for now, let's take advantage of this opportunity. Let's infuse it into our day, into our week, setting our intentions that what if 2026 happens to be one of the greatest years of your life, of our lives? And what if that becomes the catalyst that every single year from there on only gets better and better and better? What else is truly possible that we have never considered before? Okay, so let's dive in. Let's close our eyes and find ourselves in our heart. Thank you to everyone joining us online. I see so many new people across all of our platforms. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Close your eyes, find yourself in your heart. And let's just begin today's session with acknowledgement, a prayer of gratitude. Creator of all that is, Source Light Universe, we thank you for everything. Great. Now let's begin by taking 3 deep breaths. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Great. Now let's shift our energy, our awareness to the center of the earth. As you shift your awareness to the center of the earth, imagine this beautiful energy swirling around in the center of the earth. And from the space in the center of the earth, let's imagine this energy scooping up fresh earth energy, coming up through the soles of our feet, through our ankles, our calves, our knees, and our thighs, traveling up through all of our chakras, and popping up outside the top of our head and forming a beautiful ball of light. And now switch your awareness into this ball of light. Imagine this ball of light traveling up out of the space that you're in, higher and higher and higher and faster and faster and faster. Imagine that ball of light lifting you up past Earth's atmosphere, out into outer space, through different planets and galaxies in the Milky Way, higher and higher and higher beyond there, out into different layers of light, some dark. Through those layers, out into a beautiful golden-like light. And through the golden-like light, into a jelly-like substance light. And through the jelly-like substance light, to a beautiful pink haze, which is the law of compassion. And through the law of compassion, you enter into the 7th plane of all that is, the plane of creation, of oneness, and of complete totality. Immediately, your ball of light dissolves into this beautiful energy, and you feel the connection, the contribution, the collaboration of all things, all atoms and molecules of existence here. Remember, friends, everything is energy. That's it. And it is our consciousness that is creating our reality with that energy. And what happens is we form beliefs within our subconscious and our conscious mind, but mostly our subconscious mind. As we form beliefs, we begin to also create our reality. Our beliefs are creating our reality. We change our beliefs, we can change our reality. That's why we're here in this theta state. We're in a theta brainwave right now in this meditation. And so I'm going to tap into the collective consciousness and see what's going on here, what we can activate and change. Would you like to know what it feels like to know that you are actually worthy of living the life that you say or you think that you'd like to have? You'd like that, say yes. And would you like to know what it feels like to know that you can be a hero without chaos, right? Without having to have chaos around you all the time. If you'd like that, say yes. You can also, you know, I'm being reminded, I always used to kind of like revel at these stories of great triumph. Maybe you have as well, of people that, let's say, came from nothing and, did huge things in the world and what have you. And I used to compare myself to those people when I was younger. And I thought, oh my God, like I don't have any of those traumas and dramas. My life is pretty great and I have a wonderful childhood. So I'll never be that great. That's what I used to say to myself. I used to have this belief that you had to have all that challenge, that stress, and that all those things fail you in order to see your greatness. Now, of course, you enter your 20s and 30s and you have your natural cycle of evolution and you go through those things, right? Growth and expansion. But I've come to realize that we don't have to have suffering in order to acknowledge joy. Okay. You don't have to have failure to acknowledge success. This is a very, very old limiting belief. So everything that brings up, can we please destroy and uncreate it? And it says, if any of us have never, ever, ever failed before in our lives, every single one of us has. It's the attachment to what failure is that makes it heavy, right? So what if failure was not such a bad thing? What if failure was an opportunity to realign, to reassess, to direct. So if you'd like that, say yes, that you know how to, when to, where to, that it's safe for you to acknowledge whatever you perceive as failure as redirection and to be happy about it. If you'd like that, say yes. So many of us hold on to those things that we feel that we're failing at or that we have failed at, that we have to prove that they have to work because we have to prove that they have to work. What happens is it really takes hold of us. It actually makes us quite sick, actually, and creates, God forbid, dis-ease, discomfort, all those things, poverty, because we, throw all this money at those things that we want to work. So the opportunity is to just let go. Just let go. So would you like to know what it feels like to know how to let go? When, where, and that it's safe for you to let go. Just let go. Would you like to know what it feels like to trust that that is the natural system of the universe, to just let go? My friend Mike asked me yesterday, he said, what's harder, letting go of the past or embracing the future that is uncertain? It was such a great question. I propose that to all of you. What's harder for you? Is it harder for you to let go? To let go of the past, to let go of those attachments, to let go of those sentimentalities? Or is it harder for you to look to the unknown, to the future that you have, that has yet happened? So whatever you get with that, wherever it's quote unquote harder, let's just destroy and uncreate it. Okay. Would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, and is to have ease with all of it? Ease with letting go, ease with embracing new, ease with the future, ease with the past, just ease. Remember, I didn't say easy. That's a different energy. Ease is that you can handle anything and everything with ease. So would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, and is to have ease in everything? To know that you're worthy of having ease in everything. Great. Would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, and is to getting to be abundant, to know that you are abundant, to know that it's safe for you to acknowledge your abundance wherever that may be. You know, I woke up this morning with the arms of someone that I love so much just wrapped around me. And I thought, gosh, I am the wealthiest, richest, most incredibly abundant human being in the world simply for all the love that I have in my life. Right? Abundance doesn't always look like cash flow, or it doesn't always look like, you know, sitting on a mountaintop doing, chanting and, you know, meditating. Abundance is the natural gift of the universe. It's just we've got to see where our abundance is. And then we can direct that energy to other places in our life where maybe we don't feel so abundant, right? So, where are you abundant in your life? Where are you abundant in your life? God willing, you're abundant in many different areas. And so take that energy, cultivate that energy, and allow that energy of abundance to infuse every area of your life. And let's also take the opportunity to ride this wave of group consciousness called New Year's Eve all over the world, people celebrating this new year coming in. And let's just maintain that we are focused, we are grounded, we are present, and we are aware of our energy, right? Oftentimes we get aware of other people's energies. We don't even know it's not ours. We take it on and we think we have to fix it. I think we have to make their reality ours. You do not. So during this time, this course of this week, just maintain a level of consciousness that is about certainty, that is about love, that is about excitement. So if you'd like that, say yes. Great. Now let's shift our energy to those who require healing today. As we do so, let's please just direct our energy towards them. Remember, our healing, to acknowledge a healing, to witness the healing, is just to imagine the individual happy, healthy, safe, and protected. That's all you have to do. The universe, the creator of all that is, does the rest. And so, what I'd like for us to do today is I'd like for each of you to actually imagine that there is a great mirror standing in front of you. And I want you to look into the mirror and I want you to see yourself. And I want you to see yourself in your best light. Your best light. Look at that person in the mirror and just take all that energy in of that person in the mirror and acknowledge that that is you. That is you. If you can't get there, and I understand it might be a little challenging for some of us, if you can't get there, I want you to imagine the version of you that you wish to become, that you wish to step into, that you wish to acknowledge. See that person in front of you. What do they look like? What is the feature that you acknowledge so prominently as you observe them? And now I want you to imagine this beautiful unconditional love and this unconditional light, the energy of the creator of all that is, this white pearlescent light coming into frame into that mirror and filling up every single cell of their body with this magical, incredible pearlescent light. And now also watch that expansion of the person in the mirror. Watch their heart open, their chakras align. Watch them become instantly more confident in all the areas of their life that they are lacking. Watch them instantly become abundant in all the areas of their lives that they do not see their abundance. And watch them filled with joy. Last but not least, would you like to acknowledge that that is you? That that version of you exists. That version of you is here. And all you have to do is acknowledge it and claim it. If you'd like that, say yes. Now let's take our palms and rub our palms together. Faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. Now place your palms over your eyes. Your eyes are the windows to your soul. When you're ready, you can open up your eyes and allow that energy to come into your body and into your being. Place your hands in your heart. Congratulate yourself and thank yourself for being here, for being a part of our soul family. Thank you guys so much. Have a beautiful day, a miraculous day, a very, very, very happy new year. And I'll see you on Friday. Again, no downloads this week until Friday. See you on Friday. Bye, everyone. Have a great day. Thank you.